Well guys, I got Bob's Vet back in the garage, as you can see. Putting the motor together. I got the accessories on it, got the engine all together. I changed transmission in this thing. I started this project almost 4 years ago, I think it was, 3-4 years ago. And I told Bob I'd get it done by the end of summer this year, so he can finally get her back. I've been taking around with this thing too much. He's a good friend. He's allowed me to do a bunch of other work while this was waiting. But it's a motor I bought from a friend that came out of a pickup truck that they'd built the motor and it got wrecked. So they sold the motor. It's a 383 stroker that is 40 over with flat top pistons in it. He got in a wreck with the truck, and the radiator got knocked out when he drove it home, got it hot. I ran a leak down test on it, and 3 and 5 was leaking compression between them. Found a head gasket blown. Pulled the heads, put new head gaskets on it. There's the one of the old head gaskets right there. So it has a rebuilt transmission in it also, which I changed out because the what originally happened was these guys, I don't know if they were at the track or whatever with the thing, but out hot rodding around somewhere, but they blew the transmission cooler that was in the radiator that's no longer here, and allowed antifreeze to get into the transmission and smoke the transmission. And in the process, they blew the motor up because I don't know if they were just trying to get it wherever, but probably overrevved the crap out of it, because when it got it here, it would barely move. So I imagine they were probably flat-footing it trying to get the move. But I've got Hedman full-length headers on it. It's got the, they're not a Flowmaster, they're a knockoff from AutoZone. I can't think of the freaking name of it now. But I've got those on there. It's got new exhaust pipes. I had to weld O2 sensor bungs in. It's got true dual exhaust. Rumble mufflers. That's what they are, rumble mufflers. I couldn't remember what they were called. Got rumble mufflers on it. And in that box, I have a new instrumentation panel for it, because you know how it is on the C4s with the digital dash. It did the Fruit Loopy thing where it wasn't lighting all up, and if you pushed on it, it would light up certain areas and stuff. So sent that out, had that rebuilt by a guy on eBay, does really good work. He's done 2 of them for me so far, and no complaints. It was like $350, $300, something like that. To send it out to him, and he rebuilds it, puts all new glass in it and all that good stuff, and it comes back and it's a nice looking dash, like brand new again. So hats off to him, appreciate that. So the radiator got stolen when it was inside the car, when it was out back, so I've got to get a radiator for it. I've got to replace some hose clamps and stuff. And then my ding-dongy ass was prying around the other day and broke that off, so I got to go grab another one of these for the brake booster, fix that. The injectors, I went through the injectors and cleaned them, took them all apart, serviced those. They got all new seals and crap in them. So we will see how she does. I just want to do a quick video and show you that it's getting there slowly. So once I get it done and fired up, I'll do a video of it running and all that. Probably go for a test drive in it and do a video of that. But yeah, it's been too long. I gotta get this done, and I've got a motorcycle that came in earlier in the year for a carburetor clean. He'd left fuel in it for 2 years. Killed the jets. I didn't even do a video on it because there's a bunch of videos on the bike online. Cleaned the carburetors, put all new jets, everything in them, mains and all that, and it ran great. And I didn't take it down the interstate. I just drove it around town. He says when he gets on the interstate and holds it wide open, it starts to stumble and fall on its face. So after I get the vet done, I've got to get that back. check his fuel pump, make sure it's okay. Probably change his fuel filter, which I should have done, but I blew through it. It was fine. But I'm gonna probably pulling the carbs back off, stick them back in the dip tank, let them sit for a little bit, and then run some carb clean through them. The only thing I can figure is there's got to be some varnish or something somewhere I didn't get out the first time, but it had water in the tank with the gas, and the water was in one of the bowls, so it literally started to corrode the aluminum a little bit in the bowl. Totally destroyed the main jet. It was green and just really bad shape. So we get that back. Then I got the 67 Mustang that's Troy's, that I guess the pickup coil or something went bad in the distributor, so that's that one, the red one I built. Get it back, probably pull the distributor, check the pickup coil. I have to put our pickup coil on. It's no big deal. It's a GM distributor running the Fords. So one thing I will tell you guys, on eBay you can get those HEI distributors for about anything now, cheap. The pickup coils don't last. I went through that with Blue. I bought one, it's like 45 bucks. Threw it in Blue when I first got her home, got her running, put I don't know, 400 or 500 miles on it. Pickup coil went out. So I got a hold of the guys that sent me out another distributor. It went maybe 1,000 miles, and it died on me in the middle of traffic. So I got it back home, checked it. It was a pickup coil. So what I did was I went over to AutoZone and bought a pickup coil for a 79 Chevy 1500 350 motor. Stuck it in there. No problem since. And I buzzed the crap out of that thing. So, speaking of Blue's got oil pressure problems now. Imagine that's Ford. Down on an idle, it's going way down on oil pressure out of normal, but once you get throttle and you're cruising along, it's about a half a gauge. So I imagine it's probably mains. Usually is on the Fords. She don't have a whole lot of mileage on the motor, but when you keep bringing her to freaking $9,000 all the damn time, and you drive it on the interstate and it's sitting there at freaking $4,000 running 65, it wears them out. So I'm gonna pull it back out after I get all these other cars done, put it on the engine stand, check the bearings in it, see if it needs bearings. I've got a set of heads down there in boxes for the Windsor to go on it. So if I do decide to keep the Windsor in it, depending on what it's like internally, I don't know. I have the 390 sitting over in a corner, back over there buried, that I'd really like to stick in Blue, but I have to get a big block transmission because Ford FE motors have a big bolt battery on the bell housing versus small. So again, it's just one more thing that right now I can't afford hardly anything. I'm barely keeping going with what I got. Every time I get daggone working, it seems like it's going to either repair something on the house, repair a car, or pay a bill. Like when my air compressor died on me, I'd gotten money from doing the Mini Cooper, which I didn't do a video of it. I'll probably do a video when it comes back for routine maintenance, just to show you guys what I've done to it. It's a little ripper now. I put a header on it and stainless steel exhaust, and had the head done by Performance Clinic. So it's a little ripper. She's happy with it, but get that crap done. I've got work to do. It's just BS not paying me much type work. Like, you know, I'm not gonna make anything really off the Mustang doing a freaking pickup cool. What am I gonna charge them? I don't know. Something stupid. I don't make that much money off Troy because, you know, I'm a sucker. So get that done. And yeah, when my air compressor died on me the other day, it made it 20 years. My stupid ass had shoved it in the corner, and it was a vertical. And I didn't drain enough water in it for like, I don't know, 4+ years, because I couldn't get to it, because it was behind the motors and all that. And I came out one day, and there was a big puddle of water in the garage, and I turned the air on, and the air compressor started running, and I could hear it hissing, and I pulled it out, and the freaking tank had busted. Rotted out. So I went to Harbor Freight and got me I'll show you guys. I can't complain. So far, so good. Right there it is. It's a 20 gallon. It doesn't put out anywhere near the CFM my other one did. This one's rated at 4.0, and the one that was on my other compressor was rated at 8.5 or 5.8. So it lost a little bit on the CFM, but same same pressure, 135 pounds. It'll run when I need to run. So it's a little noisy. I will say this about them dirt drives, they are a little noisy. So, alright guys, well, you have a good evening, and please like, subscribe, and share my channel. Probably got it pointed over this way. I'm just pooped. Been a long day. Tomorrow I've got to run out and get the rest of the stuff I need for this, and I've got to run by Mike's and Chris's house to check on their house, make sure everything's okay, since she's no longer living there after Mike passed away. So this summer we'll try to take care of some of the things that he had. He's got a lot of stuff to go through. I got Old Blue, but there's a crap ton of tools because he was a mechanic for years, and he's got all the big boxes and welders and everything you can think of, plus all the stuff from his electrical company. So we'll get it taken care of. Guys, take care, and thank you for watching. Have a good night.